Hi everybody, welcome back to Shotla Family Firewood. We it's the end of the boiler heating season. We let this fire go out on Tuesday night, I think. So she's cooled down. We're gonna clean out the ash, and then we're gonna do our final burn. I like to do a burn that cycles all the way through to raise the water temperature again, as that gets the creosote nice and hot, and we can scrape it off and get this thing cleaned out and let it sit for the year. So we're gonna get going on the ash clean out. All right, we're just gonna start with the open it up, open the bottom ash door up, and we'll just start shoveling it out of here. There's a good amount of ash in here. Didn't really explain it on the videos, but I finished the boiler season with burning my splitter slash, and that made a lot of ash for the last month or so. But we'll speed this up. Okay. So we did some cleaning and scraping. There's definitely a lot more to do, but it'll come cleaner as it gets hotter. So we're gonna get fire started. All right, so we just plugged the blower and stuff, pump back in. We're gonna get this thing going with some scrap yet, and then then we'll get some bigger pieces in here and get this thing going, and we'll just keep it fed all the way until we get the water temp up, so it'll be a good hot ripping fire, and that way it'll clean a lot of the creosote off, and we'll scrape her down a few times, and that's how we do it. What I'm going to do now is knock some of that over onto the other side of that divider thing in there, where the air channel, I guess it is, and then we're going to load this thing up and let her cook for a while. So we'll do that quick. right, so we did that. I loaded her up some. We will okay, we did that. We loaded it up some. That other side will get going, and we're trying to burn in the middle so that it kind of heats everything uniformly as best we can. And once it's good and hot, we'll come back and scrape it. But we're just gonna shut the door and let this thing cook. All right, this thing just got up to temperature, so we'll take a look in there, and then we'll scrape it out. So here, up to temp. The fan shut off. I don't know how much wood we have left. Decent amount there. So let's scrape her down. Alright, so there's quite a bit more wood in there than I expected. Thought some of that was fairly punky. I thought it would burn through pretty fast, but what we'll let it do is we'll just let it run until it burns out, or until it's mostly just ash. Then I'll be able to scrape a lot more in there before it gets too hot. But that's the process. So yeah, that's another end of another heating season. That's what the third year for the Johnson wood boiler at our house, but I think it was 10 or 15 years old when I got it. So hopefully it's going to last another 5, but you never know. So thanks for watching.